Whips across it. Oh, through, but Leo Bailey, maybe.
Yes!
Oh, Leo Bailey scores.
Whew, alright, where can I start? The Reggae Boyz Copa America squad was announced yesterday thanks to, well, not properly done, but thanks to CVM TV. And we got 26 men listed, but the big controversy we have to start right off the bat, because we can't avoid it, is that if you look right there at the end, the last name there on the list in terms of the forwards, you will see one Mr. Leon Bailey. Now, immediately when I see the name, I was very surprised, but maybe, he want not miss out on this big stage. But immediately I think to myself, so what's going to happen to his party or anything like that? And then coach clarified a bit that he will be coming a bit later thanks to a prior engagement. So, they're going to allow him to have his party and then miss the first game and then come for the last two. I never sure that was the proper way to go, honestly. But the coach is the coach. He should get the final choice. If he feels that this is best for team camaraderie, this is best for team chemistry, then why not include Bailey even after him party? But breaks draw. After that breaks draw, like within 3-4 minutes, Liam Bailey himself came out on Instagram and said misleading information, and basically the interrupt had to shut down. YouTube had to shut down because everything is basically turned to chaos. We'll later get further confirmation what is meant by misleading information when his father, his agent, or anything you want to call it, Craig Butler, came on to social media and outlined even further. The Jamaica national team coaching staff jumped the gun and list Liam Bailey on the team because he has a list of 5 criteriums that he needs to be met before Liam Bailey would even consider coming back to the team. I am not going to really divulge too much into these 5 points. Some of them are reasonable, but honestly, I have now accepted that Liam Bailey would not be part of this team, it's part of the Jamaican national colours, for at least 4 years, because I just can't see number 5 happening. So that's just me personally. But regardless of it all, it is simply mean that another big tournament coming up and another big controversy, another big distraction is on its way. And it just seems that the Jamaica national team should really be on Netflix career this worse than a Spanish soap opera with nothing but drama. So it just will make you wonder, how can we really march forward in unity and be successful? But anyway, that's easy enough of Liam Bailey. So technically this 26-man squad is really a 25-man squad. And let us just simply run through it quickly and I'll give a little bit of a breakdown of what we think. In terms of the goalkeepers, this was another surprise for me. I didn't like it with the World Cup squad the other day, and I still don't like it here. Listing 4 keepers when the general idea is to have 3, this seemed like a waste to me. But after the coach himself clarified once more, when you see Andre Blake here, and you know that Andre Blake is unlikely to play for the next 4 weeks, the coach simply said that he thinks Andre Blake's presence there as a leader and as a captain is best for the overall health and welfare of the team. I can't fight that. I understand what I'm saying. So when you think about it, Blake is not even there to play. So you technically just call it we have 3, but he still thinks it's a wasted spot. But okay, but Shaquan Davis is in, Conai Boyce Clark is in, and Jamali Wade is in. And I heard some people had a bit of an issue with Jamali Wade keeping in that last game against Dominica, but I still think his overall performances in the both matches is a bit solid. So he will give him a chance here. So I have no problems with the goalkeeper chosen, and we'll see how it goes from there. We'll move on to the defenders. Let's list them quickly. Dexter Lembikisa, Deshaun Bernard, Greg Lee, Damian Lowe, Michael Hector, Richard King, Wesley Harding, Ethan Pinnock, John Bell, and Amari Bell. So let's start with the big surprises here, of course. Amari Bell, again, he had a pretty nasty injury, not the best end of season he had. We were told initially that he might miss the Copa because of that injury. So to see him here might mean that he's progressing much faster than initially anticipated. But again, let us see how it goes. I don't see him starting because of the long layoff. As for the other big surprise, honestly, is the Wesley Harding. Wesley Harding has never played under this coaching staff. And the last time he did play for Jamaica, it was the infamous 3-0 loss to Panama in the last World Cup cycle. So to see him here out of nowhere is a major surprise. But the coach again clarified that he liked his physical style of defending and he would think it would be necessary because of the physical nature of our opponents. So I have no problem with him. One of the best things about him is that he's versatile and he can play in that centre back position or as a right back. So that would be helpful. The other interesting here is that Damian Lowe is listed as a defender, but honestly, we don't think he'll be there. And Richard Keaton made it in after a very good performance in Dominica and a nice cameo against the Republic, so it was well earned. So overall, we have chosen 10 defenders, and that's a decent amount. Alright, on to midfielders, which is where it seemed the lightest on paper. We have Casey Palmer returning, Kevin Lambert returning, Bobby Reid, which is a sure lock, of course, Alex Marshall, be a surprise of the team, Joel Latabadere, and Corey Anderson. Alright, honestly, that's the biggest issue I have. That is all listed as midfielders. We are a bit thin in that area. Latabadere himself, who had more of his best performances in the gold, green, and black of Jamaica, was actually at centre back, so he might not even be in midfield. But as I said to you, Damian Lowe will probably come up. But I still think we're a bit short there. In terms of Alex Marshall, I did state in my review of the Dominica match that he came on and he was kind of the worst player on the field. But I also said I don't think it was purely down to his skill set. I just thought the timing and the type of game he was brought in didn't really match what he can do. Here's hoping the coach utilize him, if he chooses to, much better in the Copa America. Alright, let's move on to the forwards. Shamar Nicholson, Ronaldo Cephas, Mikel Antonio, Demarai Gray, Haheem Dixon, and we said, of course, Leon Bailey. But as we said, we won't mention Leon Bailey here. This considered is 5 forwards. So again, maybe a slightly thin, especially if we go with a 2-man lineup or a 4-3-3. Nicholson is our striker that's in hot form, so I expect him to lead the line if we're playing with one up front. But look for Ronaldo Cephas to be our not so secret anymore weapon. Alright, so before I run out of here, let me give you what I think will be the starting 11 going forward. Alright, as I said to you, with 9 to 10 defenders chosen and midfield looking so light, honestly thinking the coach will return to the formation that worked so successful for us and him in the Nations League. So I expect a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-1-2, anyway you want to slice it. I expect, of course, Jamali Wade to be in the starting position at the back in terms of in goal, unless Blakey got a magic pill and he was able to play again. As for the defenders, it's great to see Ethan Pinnock back into the fold. I expect him to come in at left centre back. I actually think Michael Hector will play in that central centre back position. His best games seem to be in that position when he gets help. At the right centre back position, based on how the coach spoke about the physicality of our opponent, it can easily be Wesley Harding. But for now, I'm going to put Joel Latabadere since he worked so well in the Nations League. Alright, in the wing back position, I think these are the safest bet on what to choose. Craig Lee has playing tremendously well lately, so I don't see he's been dislodged there at left back, at left wing back, at right wing back. The same could be said for Dexter Lamkisa, so I think those are fine. Just the slight worry now is that they have a little bit of an issue with coverage behind them. John Bell and Amari Bell will be backing up Greg Lee, and Wesley Hard, as I stated before, can play as a backup at the right wing back. And the central midfield now, the coach really seemed to like Damian Lowe, expect him to start there in central midfield with Casey Palmer there to partner him. With Daniel Johnson not being in the squad, Casey Palmer just seemed the obvious choice to slot and try to control that midfield beside Damian Lowe. Expect Corey Anderson to get lots of minutes when necessary, especially in a game we are chasing. And then Alex Marshall is the interesting one once more. And as I was talking to my colleagues, we are just very light and creative midfielders, and this is why I feel Marshall getting the nod. I don't expect him to get any minutes, but if we're chasing and desperate for a goal, don't be surprised the coach throw him in. As the forward line, expect us to use a lot of pace. I think Shamar Nicholson is the main striker right now, so he gets his nod there. On the left hand side, if Bailey was really in the team, you expect him and Gray to be on those wings. But since Bailey is out, lots of minutes for Mikel Antonio and Haheem Dixon, honestly, because we are also very light on the forward line. And that is where I will end it really. It's honestly disappointing that a simple squad announcement was derailed by another Reggae Boyz, Leon Bailey, Craig Butler drama. We must be the laughing stock of the region. I honestly don't see this happening in any other country right now. And if I had to rate this current squad that the coach has listed, I'd have to give 7 out of 10. purely on the fact that we have listed 3 players that are unlikely to play because of injury or just coming back from injury, and then 1 player who cannot make the team or chose not to make the team, and thanks to CONMEBOL rules, he cannot be replaced. So essentially we walk into a major tournament 4 to 5 players short. But anyway guys, that's all I got here at JamPL Fun. Let me know in the comment section below who you think should be in the projected starting 11. Let me know what you think of the fact that Liam Bailey is a wasted spot now, or the fact that the coach even decided to have 4 goalkeepers. But anyway, as I said, I'm wrapping it up here. Please like, subscribe and share as we keep you up to date on all things Reggae Boyz going into the Copa America and even later on anything JPL. Otherwise, keep it locked right here at JamPL Fun. YouTube, big up yourself.